Welcome to episode 5 of From the Floor to Fintech. This podcast is all about how to gain entry into the fintech space while not moving in while coming from the non-traditional fintech ecosystem. We speak here about everything from how to come in as an SDR, how to come in as a product manager, and how to join in from marketing as an analyst, or even how to come in as a founder. We are all open to having conversation with founders from Africa, Europe, UK, for us to connect. Tell a friend to tell a friend, connect, share, and subscribe to my channel. Let's go to episode 5.
Can you tell us about your background?
Yeah, so as I've always said, my name is Gado Mondi. I've been in the fintech industry for the last 15 years, spanning across telecom, mobile money wallets, banking, and uh, e-commerce services. So ideally, I've been able to scale businesses from fintech scale up that are actually looking out to expand mobile money ecosystem in Africa. I've also been able to be part of the people that actually build product to support mobile banking and banking as a service space in the industry. And also very closely, I've also been working closely to enable embedded payment financing into some of the most robust and interesting merchant and ecosystem across. Not forgetting working very closely with one of the largest schemes payment companies like Visa, MasterCard, Checkout.com, Adyen, among very many. So I've been in the game for the last 15 years.
So, what are you doing at the moment?
So currently, in terms of location, I'm currently in London, United Kingdom. Um, Very specifically, I work with a company called Pagi. Pagi is one of the largest technology companies that supports small, medium, and large enterprises to manage their communication services in terms of SMSs. Just to support the EU companies to broaden their reach into the African spaces, including other emerging markets like Asia across the globe to make it easy for other emerging market to make it easy for large businesses to expand and get connection at the right places into the digital ecosystem. So Pagi is actually expanding rapidly, currently headquartered in the United Kingdom, and we are looking for businesses and customers to grow and expand our reach over and beyond what we have already been able to do.
Can you tell us the markets that you've actually worked in and you have experience about?
Yeah, so personally, in terms of my work experience, I've been able to work across a number of markets. Number one market in this case is I've worked in Kenya. Kenya, I can call it the capital of fintech, and as I always say, fintech is like an Olympic game in Africa now, where every company and every other founder is actually opening up a fintech company to support either a payment problem or trying to sort out a lending opportunity. So I've worked in Kenya with one of the top telcos across Kenya and Africa. I've also worked with one of the biggest fintech in Africa supporting banking products and API building. I've also worked with the largest bank in East and Central Africa, where I was part of the team that built the first mobile banking products for agency services, and also one of the first remote account collection service by USSD. I've also worked with Mozambique to build an ecosystem that supports the Southern African market. I've also worked in West Africa, in Ghana, supporting the larger Western Africa region on mobile banking and mobile wallet services. And most recently, I'm very proud to say that I've been able now to conquer the European market, and I'm currently in London in the fintech ecosystem with Pagi.
Okay. I think we have more questions for you. Maybe today we can stop here, but in our next episode, I would like to know what was your journey moving from Kenya to London? What inspired your move? Why you needed to move? And what have you learned between the two markets? Have you already learned something or are you still learning? So we can discuss that in our next episode, and then maybe you can also speak to listeners, the ones that viewers, the plans, if they have similar plans, how can they go about it? Is it a plan of setting up a company in the UK? You set up a company in the UK. What's the process of setting up a company in the UK? What about the process of maybe visa itself? Maybe learning about taxation. How do you do all that? It's easier in Africa. I know. How was it? How is your experience? And then looking forward, maybe let's say in the next 5 years, what are the things that you are planning to achieve that you have lined up? And then for this platform, what are you trying to achieve? Who do you want to talk to? But that can be in our next episode.
Fantastic. Those are actually awesome questions for us to discuss in our next episode. So make sure you're able to come up and follow our channel, subscribe, share to your friends and colleagues to be able to get the gist in terms of the answers to all those interesting questions. And as you always know, I'm the fintech guy, the UK fintech guy, the most prolific African fintech guy. See you in episode 6. And this is From the Floor to Fintech. Thank you.